Hello, hello. Welcome to Knick-Knack, the corner store edition of Making Groceries. No full cart, no long list, just a quick stop for what you need. One topic, short conversation, straight truth. Because sometimes growth doesn't take an hour, it just takes a moment. So let's go grab it. So today we're going to have a quick conversation about the expectations that me and my husband set in our household for our children.
Post-high school.
Post-high school. It was either college or military.
Why was it college or military for y'all?
I can say for me, I went to college straight out of high school. I was only 17. I went to Southern for about 2 weeks, and then I transferred to Nichols. And I didn't stay at Nichols a whole semester because really I didn't have the support to continue college. I barely had it in high school. So I wasn't successful in college coming straight out of high school. However, I signed up for the Air Force when I was 19.
This was after you left Nichols.
Yeah, after about a year or so after I left Nichols. And I took the test, made a good score, and was waiting for a job in accounting. I was going to be an accountant in the Air Force. But life happened. I got pregnant with my oldest daughter, got pregnant with Devaney, and that was that.
So you had like a date to leave and everything?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was ready. I just had to wait for the opening to come up.
So you would be finance, really. What finance is today? Comptroller. That's what we call it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was going to be. Because actually, that's what I went to Nichols for.
Oh.
That was going to be, that was my major, accounting. But,
So what did you and Daddy have that conversation? Like what was your expectation of us, like, as we got older, or was it just kind of something that that like y'all knew that was, I guess, good routes for us to take after high school?
Yeah, well, your dad, he wanted to go to the Marines. Unfortunately, he had an eye injury, and they wouldn't accept him. So, and that was before both of us met each other. So I guess having that understanding of the military and the opportunities it can give you. So I guess that's why I don't remember the conversation specifically, but that was our decision that we wanted you to either go to college or go to the military.
Now, what did your mama and your daddy say about like post high school? Did they talk about the military, or did they talk about the military, or?
Well, my dad was in the Navy.
Oh, he
for a
sure
few
was.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, and actually, my dad's expectation of me was to go to college, which was crazy because, like I said, I didn't have support in junior high or high school. I finished that on my own. I needed more support than you need to go to college. Yeah. Of course, I went years later. I didn't go back until I was 39.
That was my senior year in high school.
That was, yep, sure was.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. How did you take that expectation?
Um, I mean, I just knew that I wanted to go to college, um, because the grades I had throughout high school, the stuff that I initially wanted to do, going to school for pharmacy, chemistry pre-pharmacy. Um, I changed my major like
Yeah.
4 or 5 times,
Yeah.
honestly, but
Changed schools
I
twice.
changed schools,
Well, once. You changed
once,
schools
but
once,
I
yeah.
ended up taking classes at the community college, all of that. But,
Mhm. And now you're well,
class
before we get to that, so you knew you wanted to go to college, and you stayed in college how long?
um, 2010 to pretty much like the beginning of spring 2013.
Okay. Why spring 13? Why not finish college? What happened?
'Cause I ain't do what I had to do.
I just wanted you to tell it. Yeah. I know the
Um,
story.
um, but so, like you said, the expectation was college or the military. I knew that I didn't wanna go to the military. I knew
And
that
we would ask you. Remember, we would ask you, Devon, you sure you don't want to go? Because
Mhm. Daddy
Devaney went.
actually
So we
daddy
already had one in the military. So we would ask you, Devon, you sure you don't want to go to the military? Oh, I'm not going to no military.
Daddy actually asked me. I remember being at LSU. It was my first year at LSU. Think it was 2010, 2011. I was at Xavier, so it was like the spring semester of 2011, 2012. So sometime in early 2012,
Mm-hmm.
he asked me because my grades wasn't great then.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "You sure you don't want to go to the military?" He's like, "You could just go like you don't have to go active duty. You just go like Air National Guard or something like that." And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Dad, I'm not going to the military." um, but I still didn't do what I had to do. So sure enough, about a year and a half, almost 2 years after that, I'm in a military graduate. Well, 2 years after that, I'm in the military graduating basic training.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And you actually signed up. You talked to a recruiter in Baton Rouge, right?
the first time I talked to the recruiter, I was in BR.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I ended up coming back home and talking to a recruiter back at home
Yeah.
and, you know, joining from there or whatever, uh, out of New Orleans or out of Bell Chase.
Okay. So you were so reluctant to go into the military. So what changed your mind?
Um,
Besides you weren't doing what you need to do in school, why you didn't just go home,
well, cause
come
I
home?
didn't want to just go home. I wanted to, uh, I couldn't see myself just sitting at home. I'm not saying
Right.
not just sitting at home. I don't say that in a bad way, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to just be around home.
Yeah.
Um, I thought about it, I thought about, maybe I'll just like work until I could like afford to get back in school and stuff like that. But I didn't want that to turn into a year, 2 years, three
Yeah.
years, and I'm still in Hummer. Uh, and then of course I had dating on the way.
Mhm.
So that kind of like solidified my decision to go.
Mhm.
Um, because at that point I just needed a job. Now, like school got put on the back burner then.
Mhm.
Because I think initially I was kind of like, well, I'll just actually go National Guard, Air National Guard, and that'll give me the opportunity to get back into school. But then once I found out I was having dating,
Mhm.
I was like, nah, I need to go active duty because I'm not about to like work full time around home.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Because you are and were too smart to just work.
hmm And then here I am,
How many years later?
over 12 now. Been in the
Hmm.
military since December 2013. Um, and although I have my complaints, about the military. It's allowed me to go back to school.
And we have how many more classes left?
Essentially like 1.5. I'm
Yay!
halfway through these two classes before I take my final business seminar.
To
Uh,
get his bachelor's degree in what?
Business administration.
Go ahead. That's my baby.
But so y'all expectation was military or college. Deb
Mm,
went to the military, but went to college. I'm in kind of military and college, whatever.
mhm,
Deja has taken some classes and gone to school and stuff like
mhm.
that.
Well, Deja was going to
hmm
the military.
She was going to the
Yeah.
military, yeah.
And similar to her mommy, which is why y'all say sometimes we're so much alike.
hmm
She couldn't go because she was pregnant.
hmm
Yeah. And she tried college. We wanted military or college. College because we wanted you to get an education. Education was important. In school, we told you, school is your job.
hmm
So education was very important. I was telling Lily this today or yesterday. I really valued education,
hmm
but I also knew that college is not for everyone.
Right.
And Homa is not the place for, I think, um,
To find your way after high school.
yeah, it's a small town.
People do. People do
Yeah,
it all the
people do.
time.
Yeah. If you don't go to college or get a trade
In Houma.
in Homa, you are offshore.
Yeah, I mean all field work,
Yeah, that,
shipyards, offshore. As a man, shipyards, offshore, working for the parish, and not
yeah.
to say any of those are bad.
No,
That's I
not
mean
at all.
they can be turned out to be really great careers for people.
Yeah,
It's not something I wanted.
yeah,
But saying that to say like the the job pool can be very limited
yeah, definitely.
without a
And that's
college degree or
exactly.
without some like military experience or
Yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And especially for women too.
hmm
I just wanted them to just have more opportunities. That's
hmm
all. Have more opportunities. And like you said, not knocking anybody that's working at the parish or wherever, but um I just wanted different for for them.
hmm
We just wanted different for you all.
Yeah, still trying to convince my brother to go ahead and get in the military. It's not too late.
Yeah.
Um,
Can't beat the benefits, man.
but um, so for me and Aaliyah, you know, we both ended up in the military
Mhm.
after going to college. She graduated college first, so
Mhm.
she didn't join the military. So till she was 25. I was 21 when I joined.
Mhm.
Um, but she's working on her master's.
Yep.
I'm about to finish my bachelor's. And then, so like, we both have the college experience. Like I said, we both have the military background.
Mhm.
For us, though, we've talked about the expectations we want to have for our kids. And for us, I don't think it's just military or college or the military.
Okay. What is it?
Um, I think because we have more of um, like, I feel like in the era that like you and daddy came up in,
Mhm.
it was a lot about like getting an education, getting a job,
Mhm.
or going in the military. So I understand like why y'all had those expectations.
Yeah.
For
Oh yeah.
for
I see what
us,
you're saying.
because there's so many avenues now.
Yeah, I get it.
Um, do I want them to go to college? Yes. But it's also so many different ways to be educated.
Exactly. Mhm.
Um, do I want them to go to the military? Not really.
Yeah.
Unless they going to be an officer. I don't want them
Mhm.
to be enlisted.
Mhm.
Um,
And that's the good part
mhm.
because me and your daddy didn't go to the military, so we
Yeah,
didn't
couldn't tell
experience the ups
us.
and the downs,
Right.
so now, yeah, you have the ability and the experience to
Mhm,
the knowledge to impart to your kids.
mhm. But I also want my kids to be able to explore their talents and explore themselves, like,
Yes.
after high school,
Mhm.
because right now, they don't have no choice to go to school,
Yeah.
and the way I think about things now as an adult has changed. Um, I may be to some people, obviously, we haven't had those conversations on the podcast yet, but to some people, my the way I think about things may be a little bit more, like, radical now.
Mm.
Um, I wouldn't even maybe say radical, just non-traditional.
Okay.
Um, I wanna instill that in my kids to not think that, like, it's only
Or 2, like college
one
and
or two
military.
avenues to
Exactly. Yeah.
quote unquote success,
Succeed.
like
Mhm.
to set yourself up in life. Obviously, I don't want them, figuring stuff out the hard way. Because
Yes.
I tell them all the time, hey, if y'all don't want to go to college, cool. If y'all don't go to the military, cool. But you're going to do something, and you're
Something.
going to find something to do that's going to be beneficial for you in the long run.
Yeah.
So I don't want you just like after college just sitting around in the house because y'all want those type of parents, but I'm not the type of parent either. I'm not my kids not. I'm not like, oh, my kids turn 18, they gotta get out the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
But you're gonna be doing
but
something
you're gonna be doing something
productive.
productive.
Yeah.
So like Dayton is really into art and drawing and stuff.
Mhm.
I would like for him to be able to explore that talent.
Explore that.
You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm. Because it's not all about money.
it's not all about money.
Yeah. It's about really freedom
It's
too.
freedom, and
Yeah.
that's the perfect way to describe my train of thought now is
Yeah.
freedom. Freedom
Mhm.
from the military industrial complex,
Yeah.
freedom from the system that we've been shaped to believe that like education is the only
Exactly.
way,
I get it.
professional education is the only
And
way,
get
um,
out of college in debt.
and get out of college in debt.
Yeah. Mhm.
So it's freedom from a lot of it's freedom from the system.
Yes.
Um, because college education isn't the only way. And of course, because black people started getting degrees, they started moving the goalposts now you
Mm.
gotta have a master's
Now you
degree
gotta
or a
yeah.
PhD or whatever.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
the expectation for us is like do what we're gonna guide you, like for sure. Cause I've already threatened them as well. Like, hey, I'll give y'all more than these two options.
Yeah.
But if you say in your senior year and you jacking up in school,
Mhm.
and you're not on the right path, then I'm not giving you a choice.
Yeah.
I'm taking you to the recruiter's office and I'm making you join the military,
Mhm.
you know? Um, but if they doing what they need to do and they just like college ain't for me,
Mhm.
I don't really want to go to the military, because I think a lot of military brats don't become like military members too
Okay.
because they see
Because they see the lifestyle.
the lifestyle.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so for us, and we still talking about, we're still trying to refine like what type of expectations we want to have for them
Yeah.
as they get closer to like to their teenage years and to high school and stuff.
Yeah. And
Uh,
you know them,
and
so
I know
you'll
them to
be able
know that
to
like, but I'm trying. They kids right now, so they thing is, oh, I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a
Yeah.
football player, and I'll be like, if you ain't if you ain't showing signs of going to the league at 12 years old,
Exactly. Highly
it
unlikely.
it's highly unlikely. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's what it is for us. We want them to have the freedom and not feel like, oh, I only have to. These are the only things that I have to do to
Exactly.
set me up
Mhm.
in life. Uh, because
Mhm.
I mean, we see with TikTok. That's why they trying to shut down TikTok now
Yeah.
because education should be free.
Exactly. Exactly. But why they not trying to shut down YouTube?
I mean,
because YouTube University, like you
mhm.
can learn anything on YouTube.
Well, YouTube is an American-made
And
company
I was just to say that. Yes, exactly.
that can be controlled by American millionaires and
Yes.
billionaires and stuff,
Yes.
you know, by the American tech industry.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why TikTok now has been bought out by an American tech company,
Mm.
Oracle.
Mm.
And, you know, Oracle supports, you know.
Yeah. Uh, but yes, so this is our mini series that we're going to be incorporating throughout our episodes. And instead of us asking each other questions, the questions are going to be geared toward you, the listener. So you've heard my and my husband's expectation of our children, of Devon and his siblings. You've heard his expectations of his children. So, what expectations do you have for your children? And I believe it's important to have expectations and standards. There has to be a starting point.
Is it just college? Is it the military? Is it, hey, I want y'all to be entrepreneurs? Um, can they go backpacking in Europe for 3 years after high school? Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the most
Is it just
important,
happiness?
yeah, and the most important part of having those standards or the expectations is the support. You can't have those expectations and not give support.
Hmm.
Support is needed in order for them to reach those expectations. So think about it. Have a discussion with your children.
It's never too early.
And never too late. Some kids are late bloomers, but they need guidance along the way.
And some kids are dreamers. I've become a dreamer in my 30-something years of
Mm.
age.
Mm. You know what? I think me too.
Hmm.
I am
That's
too.
that's another thing that, like, of why our relationship has
Mm-hmm.
grown, like, another part of our relationship that's grown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't think I would be a dreamer because of the ultimately, like, the system. Like,
Yeah.
you got get a job,
Mm-hmm.
you know, go to high school,
Mm-hmm.
go to college, get a job, go to high school, go to the military, get a job.
Get a job. Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, there's more to it for me. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm gonna support my kids, support my wife, and make sure I got money coming in to support my family.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm a dreamer now, and this whole, you know, um, working for a retirement
Mm-hmm.
just to work for a retirement,
Yeah, it's
that
not
ain't
for
really that
everybody.
ain't really me no more.
Totally understand.
But,
Yeah.
like, um, yeah, thank y'all for listening. Hope you could take something from this little quick knick-knack session. We're gonna try to do this every fifth episode,
Yes.
just to, shake things up a little bit. Keep things, short and sweet sometimes. Uh, because we all suffer from attention deficit because of TikTok and social media. um, but yeah, let us know what y'all think of it if y'all rocking with it, and then we keep doing stuff like this.
Yes. God bless.
Be safe. Peace.